Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Cypress and I'm coming back to you with the talents for Survival Hunter PvP. Let's get right into it because I want to keep this video short, around 10 minutes. So if you watched my previous video for the abilities, I said that your main ability is going to be Mongoose Bite. So we're going to be taking every single talent to help, well, if it is possible, to help with Mongoose Bite and Mongoose Fury stacks, because that's your main damage dealing. So let's start with the first one. It's called Animal Instincts, and it comes with your Flanking Strike. Also gives you a buff of haste, movement speed, or mastery. Now, why did I pick this talent over the rest? Because, like I said, you want everything to be going towards your Mongoose Bite. So you're going to be giving your Mongoose Bites a little bit more haste, so faster. You're going to be spamming Mongoose Bite faster. You're going to be you're going to have movement speed, which is going to keep you, with the target. You're going to keep up with the target. You can chase it. And the most important one is mastery, which is going to give you more Mongoose Bites. Now, the second talent of this tier, or the first tier, is Throwing Axes. I do not recommend this because I don't see any use for it. It does very little damage. It is 15 seconds cooldown, and it doesn't help you at all. I have no clue why would you pick up this talent. Basically, you want to be sticking as much to the target, close to the target as possible, because you're a meta character. If it's running from you, you gotta either go and reset, basically run away, eat, heal yourself, and come back and attack it again. This is not going to be very useful in any kind of situation, at least I don't think so. Now, the third tier talent is a little bit more interesting. It affects your Raptor Strike, which is ability you're not going to use that often. That's why I didn't spec into it, because it basically is a good ability. Raptor Strikes gives you increased attack power, and you may be asking, hey, why would I not want attack power? You do, but the thing is, Survival Hunter is super squishy, and currently you do not have time to be stacking any kind of buffs. You need to be, like, for example, Animal Instincts just gives you the buff right away. You're going to be pressing Flanking Strike, so you're going to have the buff all the time. One of the buffs or two of the buffs if you have good haste. Anyway, but this, the Raptor Strike, you're not going to be pressing anyway. You don't have focus, because Flanking Strike costs 50 and Lacerate costs 35, so you're going to be out of focus, so you're not going to be spamming Raptor Strike at all. I have no idea, like, you can take it for PvE, but I don't see any reason to take it as a PvP talent at all. You're not going to have time to press Raptor Strike at all in a fight. You're very squishy. Your defensive cooldowns, one is 2 minutes and the other one is 2.4 minutes. So for a melee character that you're gonna be straight into the fight, into the mix, you're gonna be taking a lot of CCs, fear, stuns, whatever. You're gonna be taking everything and every kind of damage, AoE, you're gonna be taking a lot of damage. That's not a lot of defensives. Very long CD defensives. It's not good. Anyway, let's go to the next tier, tier 30. Murder of Crows, not bad. You can check it out, you can play with it, I don't mind. I do suggest also Mortal Wounds, also not bad, but both are kinda meh compared to Snake Hunter. Snake Hunter is awesome because you're never gonna have time to stack up, or you're never gonna have enough charges to stack up to 6 stacks of Mongoose Fury, and you need Snake Hunter for sure. I tested it. You need it for sure. I was trying to test Mortal Wounds, works kinda. 2% is very low. I don't suggest it for now, at least. We don't have that much mastery. Maybe with more mastery plus this talent, you're gonna have a lot of stacks coming to you all the time. But for now, Snake Hunter is the way to go. Murder Cross just doesn't even come close to the other two, fortunately. Anyway, let's go to the next tier, which is a little bit meh as well. It's not that, like, you don't have any other choice but post haste, because you want to save your, especially versus a mage, for example. If they nova you, you want to save your harpoon and post haste, so you can break out the nova and catch up to the mage. The other two talents are not that good. I mean, critical strike, a chance to reset the mini cooldown of harpoon, okay, but if you cannot keep up with the target, how are you gonna reset it? You know, not useful. At least I don't think so. Dash aspect of the cheetah gives you 3 seconds more. Aspect of the cheetah. Aspect of the cheetah is almost 3 minutes, 2.4 minute cooldown. It's nuts. 3 seconds on that? Really, Blizzard? I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem like anything is good but post haste. Now, the tier 60 is kind of interesting, because I'm gonna explain it to you. The first talent is Cotrops, which gives you tar trap damage and makes it a bleed, and it reduces movement speed by 70%. Now, I was very surprised by this talent, because in a situation when you have multiple targets grouped up very close to each other, Cotrops does insane damage. It's gonna beat Mongoose Bite. It's gonna beat everything on sustain group, like big group. For example, I have the Storm in the middle. If you can keep up, and you can for sure keep up Cotrops like 60-70% of the time on top of them, you're gonna destroy them with slows and bleed. Does a lot of damage, especially with the Expert Trapper, which is tier 100, but I'm gonna go back to it, I guess. Now, Improved Trap is my favorite because it reduces the cooldown of Freezing Trap, which I use my CC a lot, so I freeze trap a lot in BG's arena. I use it every time, so that's perfect for me. But also reduces your cooldown of Explosive Trap, which is a pretty good damage. It's about 4th or 5th on the damage scale. And it reduces it by 50%, so it's pretty good. It makes it a 12 seconds cooldown, Explosive Trap, which is pretty good. You have insane AoE with this one as well, so it's pretty good. Steel Trap, it's a little bit, I don't find it that good, because you can miss it, they can get out of it, and they're not stunned, they're just immobilized. And the damage is not that big, I guess. I just don't find it that useful on a 1 minute cooldown. Now, if this was a 30-second cooldown, now I'm all for it. Like, this is gonna be the best talent to go, because then the damage is gonna be worth it. But on a minute cooldown, I don't know. I don't like it that much. I don't like it. I don't know. Let's go to the next tier. So tier 75, Sticky Bomb. I tried it on Eye of the Storm. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't proc. It doesn't knock them back. I tried stacking up, like it knocks the target around your target. So I tried putting it on the middle and still didn't knock them back. Not useful. Ranger's Net, however, is extremely annoying talent for anybody going against you, especially melee, because you can spam this until you get start for focus. You can spam this and it's gonna root them every single time. You're gonna be super annoying to anybody playing against you. You can catch up to a target with this talent. You can AOS somebody. It's super good. I liked it a lot. Camouflage, I tested it. Basically, it does work like the mages, like back in the day. Camouflage worked the same way, but it heals you for 2% every second. Kind of sucks. You gotta wait pretty long time for anything to happen. By that time, currently there is a lot of things that can break you out of stealth, so I don't find this useful at all. The healing is very low for the amount of time you gotta spend into it. It doesn't work most of the time because something breaks you out of it almost every time. Some weird stuff break you out of it. I didn't find it useful at all. You can test it. I doubt you're gonna find it useful as well. Now let's go to the next tier, tier 90. Butchery, pretty good, not too bad, but Dragon's Fire Grenade is gonna be your main go-to. 30-second, good damage, good spread, good AoE, pretty good. I like it a lot. Cypress thing basically makes your carve and Raptor Strike apply a dot on the target. It's not very big damage, actually it's pretty low, but the only time this is gonna, and this might affect PvE more than PvP, when you have multiple targets like the Eye of the Storm again, stacking up in the same space, very small space, and you gotta keep spreading your basically nature dot on everybody, and you keep it up 100% of the time, which you can do. This is gonna beat Dragon's Fire Grenade. I'm pretty sure it is gonna beat it, but it's very situational and it's not used all the time, so I don't know how useful that's gonna be. So basically, let's go to the next tier and the last tier. Spinning Cobra. Sometimes like you summon a Cobra that gives you focus and it does a little bit of damage. It's shitty. I don't know. I don't like it at all. Let's go to my favorite one, Expert Trapper. Now I want to go straight into this and explain the previous one, which is Cold Drops. It increases the damage of Cold Drops by 50%. So when you spec into it plus the bleed, you have pretty big damage. Like I said, you're gonna do and if they're stacked, you're gonna do a lot of damage. Steel Traps gives you initial damage, not bad. Like I said, 1 minute cooldown. I don't know how good it is, but it has utilities for the other ones. For example, Tar Trap you're gonna have all the time, so it rules the target in place. Awesome. Explosive traps. This is pretty important actually. 12-second city, like we said, and it does 75% more damage to the initial target. The first enemy it hits that triggers the actual trap is going to take 75% more damage. Pretty good. Does a lot of damage. Like I said, explosive trap is going to be 4th or 5th on that scale, the damage scale. It's going to be 4th or 5th place. Freezing trap, awesome. You're gonna, after the initial freezing trap ends, the target is gonna have a reduced movement speed, so you can kite for your heals. You can LOS the enemy healer when you trap him. He's gonna have harder time catching up to his friends. So let's go away from this guy. It's kind of pissing me off. Anyway, so how this looks. So Animal Instincts, Snake Trapper, Pulse Case, Improved Traps. This tier is pretty good. You can test all of them. Tier 60, you can test all of them for yourself. Check them out. Ranger's Nets for sure. Dragon's Fire Grenade and Explosive Trapper. And we didn't cover aspect of the Beast, but it is not it doesn't have anything too good. So I don't know. It's just so that's how the talents looks. So let's leave it there. Check out my previous video about the abilities. I explain a little bit more about the abilities there. I'm going to be making a video for the PvP talents and then the artifact weapon as well. So check out that as well. And if you have any questions, put it on the comments. I'm going to try and answer everything I can. Thank you.